Let's get in there.
As Activision takes first-person shooter Call of Duty into space with Infinite Warfare, Electronic Arts has gone back in time with its Battlefield franchise. Developed by EA DICE, Battlefield 1 is set during the First World War.
We can't change the world.
Initially, developers had worries as to whether it was a suitable era for a game. The development team felt that to have a single protagonist that would be a pilot in one mission, part of a tank crew in the next, to then fight alongside Lawrence of Arabia would have meant the creation of a comics hero, a battlefield jack of all trades. Instead, they took a different approach, focusing on a collection of war stories from the period, played out through the eyes of differing soldiers of differing nationalities. EA DICE says it wanted to portray this part of history as it must have been for those who were there, not like a black and white movie from 100 years back. So extensive research was carried out through museums, historians, and through visits to locations such as the Italian Alps. The Battlefield franchise began life in 2002 with Battlefield 1942. There are 11 games in the series, as well as a similar number of expansion packs. And up until Battlefield 1, the focus has been largely on multiplayer experiences. In its latest earnings report, EA's chief financial officer, Blake Jorgensen, said that Battlefield games typically sell 15 million units a year. But he went on to say that sales of Battlefield 1 are projected to be slightly under that figure. It's an interesting projection, especially given that EA says through its 17 years of Battlefield, it's never seen such positive feedback as this one, many in regards to how they've approached the era. With Battlefield 1, what grabs you from the moment you hit start is the inevitability of death. The prologue to the game sees you play as a number of different characters in varying combat scenarios from which you won't survive. EA says Battlefield 1 is not a historical lesson, but that it does aim to portray events in a respectful way and spark interest in a period that shaped the world we live in, much more than many of us probably realise.
No pain, no gain.